What's up, everybody? It's Christian with River Pools. In the last episode of How Fiberglass Pools Are Made, we talked about chopped fiberglass and why your pool should be built with it. Today's episode, we're going to talk about woven roving and honeycomb structural support. I want to tell you what it is, I want to tell you why we use it, I want to show you where we use it, and by the end of this, I want you to be able to spot it yourself on your pool. Let's go have some fun. Oh, come on, guys. We can have more fun than that. Warm out today. There we go. Woven roving. Let me show you what that is. Now let me show you what honeycomb structural support is. Alright, so where do we use it on your pool? We use woven roving all around the bottom perimeter of the floor of your pool. What we're trying to do is protect that radius right there. That transition from the floor to the wall, or the wall to... We want to protect this area right here. You remember last time he's saying that woven roving produces a more flexible result than chopped fiberglass. So we build the entire pool out of chopped fiberglass, yes, but in areas that could flex during lifting and after installation, we want to reinforce them with woven roving. So the entire bottom perimeter of the floor of your pool gets reinforced with woven roving. So what exactly happens during lifting and after the pool is installed to cause these areas to flex on the pool? Well, when the pool is lifted, pressure is applied against the walls at the top where the straps are attached, and the floor material itself wants to pull. There's a lot of material trying to pull in several different directions, creating a stress on this section of your pool. Think of it as a pivot point. After the pool is completely installed, and I'm talking concrete decking, landscaping, and everything else, there's a lot of movement underground. And we know that things like freeze and thaw cycles, groundwater itself, just the sheer movement of the earth alone is going to cause the floor to shift or the wall to shift ever so slightly. So we want to do all that we can to protect this area of your pool. So the woven roving serves as a reinforcement to these areas where the pool wall and floor could pivot ever so slightly over time. What we're protecting is the gel coat from cracking in those areas during lifting and after the pool is installed. Alright, honeycomb structural support. Why do we use that? Because the walls of your pool will experience a static load. So that barrel is a good representation of a static load. You see the mass in that barrel and the weight, it's not going to move, much like the pool water in your pool. Hey! Those guys crack me. I really need to go to the gym. I really need to get stronger. Static loads are applied during the installation process, and after the pool is installed, they will occur naturally. So during installation, when the backfill material is placed, water has to be placed on the inside of your pool, and this all needs to happen simultaneously. But because installation is not a perfect process, gravel can get slightly ahead of the water or water slightly ahead of the gravel, and so we add honeycomb strips to the side of your pool, spaced 24 inches apart throughout the sidewalls of your pool. So what does this do? Let me demonstrate. Why honeycomb? I mean, it's not very strong. It's pretty flimsy stuff, actually. Well, we don't use it for its strength properties. We use it to create a different shape out of the next fiberglass layer. Take this example of a chopped fiberglass layer. This is just a mock-up. It's only about a 1/16 of an inch thick. And it's not very strong. I mean, I'm deflecting it, changing its shape just with my hands. But if we want to strengthen that, and we put a section of honeycomb on top of it, then the next layer of fiberglass can actually take a different shape, creating a structural backing to this layer of chopped fiberglass. So you see, honeycomb itself has no structural weight. It's pretty flimsy. It's just a space holder so that we can change the shape of the fiberglass material, giving much more structure to the walls of your pool. We'll also use honeycomb to create angular supports out of our fiberglass. So for example, if a tanning ledge were to come out from your pool, we would use the honeycomb to create a spacer, allowing us to get fiberglass as a structural angle up here in this transition. Another common place would be the top coping edge for all rectangular pools. Straight edge pools are much more vulnerable to losing that straight line during the installation process. So again, we'll use the honeycomb material as a filler to give us a surface to create a fiberglass angular support along the entire top coping of our straight edge pools. We're giving your pool additional structural integrity that will help prevent against bulges after your pool is installed. Okay, so there it is. Now you know everything you need to know about woven roving and honeycomb structural support in your fiberglass pool. You know what it is, you know how to find it on your pool. You know that woven roving is used to protect the pivot points, the transitions between the floor and the wall of your pool against flexing over time. And you know that ultimately it protects the gel coat from cracking. You know that honeycomb structural support actually has no structure, but rather creates a surface for us to apply a fiberglass structure in a different position, making your pool more rigid, exactly where it needs to be. I'm Christian with River Pools. Next time on How Fiberglass Pools Are Made, we'll show you how we prep a pool for delivery to your home. I'll see you then. Catch the wave.